Well, man, come on. Why you got to stare at me like that? So here we are back at the American Legion Post 213. Of course, we came in here a little bit, and we still have some friends actually here. They celebrated Gilly Tinoco's life today. A friend of ours was buried today.
R.I.P.
And
R.I.P. Gilly.
R.I.P. Gilly, yeah. And we have some friends in the background you might see that are here.
Riffraff.
For a bunch of riffraff.
Riffraff.
Yeah, but I think this is good. This could be a good episode. I think let's go ahead and get the show on the road. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Big Modcast. Hit me up. Oh, that was the wrong one. Where's the crowd at? Let me hear the crowd. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably get picked up.
As
all four of them.
All four. It's just like Steve Harvey would say, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a good one today. I feel it. I just don't have the mustache. We got the bald head in the house, though. Right?
Right.
So, So, real quick, my name is Mario Garcia Jr. I am the host of the Big Modcast, just in case it's your first time watching or listening. And we got my son over there on the wheels of steel, Chris No H. Yep, he's the DJ, the man on the switchboard. And today I have a co-host, a special co-host, good friend of mine, my compadre, Mr. Anthony Oropeza is joining us today. Whoa, there was a lot of booze there. I think it almost sounded like this place was haunted because I heard a lot of booze.
Clear the nest. Let's clear out security.
Yeah, but I'll go ahead and give you a nice little shout out. And and
It's good beer.
yeah, I appreciate. My son Marcos couldn't be here today, who originally is my co-host. He's a little under the weather today. He's
Wally Pip. All
he's
I can
got the
say
shits.
is Wally Pip.
He's got
Lou Gehrig replaced Wally Pip. And
Wally
never
Pip.
left.
Was Wally Pip one of the
Never
Pips?
left. Nope, he was not. He had a headache, and he never returned. So, all right, sorry, Marco.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he's got the Hershey squirts. He's not feeling really. He's not feeling well today. So it's okay. I'd say, you know what, son, you need to take a break anyway. Yeah. See, we need a little bit of how would I say, a little bit of Asian descent to come and join us today.
Wow, all right.
And we usually don't have, bring in my comp in here. So.
My first appearance,
anyway.
we're going to get canceled. All right.
Yeah.
There's been
so
worse.
let's welcome our guest. I got to welcome this guy because this guy's a friend of mine. Follow him on Facebook, of course, and he's literally a firecracker, and I don't mean cracker, I mean firecracker. So without further ado, please welcome our guest, Mr. Joe Quinn.
Thank you.
I keep hearing ghosts,
Yeah,
Joe. There's a lot of ghosts in this place.
Yeah, those are all my friends
Those are
back
his
there.
friends, yes. Those are his friends.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Joey.
welcome to the show. You familiar with our show?
Oh, absolutely. I've watched it the last couple of weeks. Unfortunately, I watched Jack Thomas on here last week. I wasn't real happy about that, but, we'll just get our way through that.
Yeah.
But I know he did pay a little extra to be on ahead of me, so we'll just go with that.
He begged.
Yeah, he bought me a nice fitted hat, Royals hat that I needed. So I was like,
Shameless.
I could use that. Yeah. Have you ever done a podcast before?
Have not. I've done a lot of interviews and videos on Facebook in order to promote my firework business and a bunch of other interesting comments. Luckily, there wasn't a whole lot of recording and stuff in my younger years, so
yeah.
a lot of stuff went unnoticed.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
So,
when was the last time you were here at the Eagle's Nest?
Has
it been a while?
here maybe a month ago or so.
Oh, okay.
Come down around, yeah. I plow all the snow down here, and then I help coach a little girl out here on the field to fast pitch softball player.
Oh, okay. So we had some snow out here about a month ago, and you were shoveling the shit around?
Maybe not, but during the wintertime, that's when I come down
during
here.
the wintertime, okay.
But I was here probably a month
when
ago.
was the last time you said, I was out here shoveling snow about a month ago?
No, I was here a month ago drinking.
Oh, drinking, yeah. You know, Joe, I think we've known each other for quite a while.
Yeah, we started playing fast pitch. I started playing men's ball in '84.
'84.
So yeah, I played against all of y'all's dads and uncles
I know,
and
right?
everything.
How old were you in '84? What was that, like 16?
Yeah, 16.
Okay, all right. Back in that day, people started. I mean,
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
started really
I started.
young.
I played. I actually been pitching since I was 6.
Wow.
Whenever I was young, Wyco Fields had youth fast pitch softball.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
I pitched when I was 6 years old.
Who taught you? How'd you
My
learn?
father, and just hanging out at the ball field my whole life. A little bit of everybody. Bob Lundblad was a pitcher on my dad's team. He taught me to drop ball. That was pretty good. I had a mediocre rise until I met Tony Buckley probably 20, 25 years ago whenever he came over here. He showed me his rise ball, and I changed to that. It's pretty phenomenal after that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so like you said, it was the mid '80s.
Yep.
And then so what I do remember, I don't know if you remember this, but there was like a beginners league at Shawnee Park, and you might have been pitching there. My cousin Alfonso Garcia had a team.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that was around the time when we had first met, or that I heard of you. You know, I know, like you said, my uncles. I believe my dad even played on your dad's ball team, the 10-13.
Yeah, the 10-13
club. So
yeah. Kind of, I don't know, kind of true to form. Way back in the day, as we all know, fast pitch was segregated pretty bad. It was Mexicans and the whites, and that was it.
Okay.
And the Mexicans had their own tournaments, and the whites had their own tournament to go play in. But my dad, he liked all the Mexican guys, and we hung out, and we played on the west side all the time, and that's where he played. So that's where I grew up playing. That's why, unfortunately, all my friends are Mexican.
and you know, speaking of that, my uncles, Danny and Victor.
They both played.
Yeah,
they both played. Absolutely.
I remember that they both were pitching for you as well. So were you pitching already? Were you already in the rotation?
Yeah.
Or did they throw you out in right field?
No, I actually, I pitched my whole life, but then when I came up through men's ball, my dad wouldn't let me just hop right in and pitch. So I kind of had my own team. At a 16-18 team, and we played the 16-18 Nationals in 1985 at Santa Fe Park in Steiniger.
Is that Burger Box?
It was here. Yeah, that was right after I graduated high school.
Okay, and that name, Burger Box, what was that from?
Just the name of the restaurant.
It's a restaurant.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It was a restaurant?
Yeah, my restaurant, yeah. In 80,
Oh, okay.
So you sponsored your team.
Yeah, that was in 1985.
Okay, and then how far did you guys go? You say national?
Well, the 16-18 national team was sponsored by my dad's bar, the 10-13 Club.
Okay.
And we took 5th that year it was here.
Wow.
And the only reason why we took 5th is because it got rained out. We only had one loss, and
I see.
They rained the whole thing out, and that sucked bad because we had a really good team.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we lost the night before 3-2 in extra innings to a team out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana that ended up winning the whole thing. Wow. So that sucked.
Who was your pitching crew? You? Who else?
Me.
Wow. Okay.
And then me. And then me some more.
Coming out of the bullpen, me. Yeah. All right.
And tomorrow, me.
And you know what's pretty wild, man, is I can see it in you that you're still a little upset about that.
I'm still pissed off. Yeah. The guy running the parks didn't even give it a chance to dry out. He just canceled it and put it down. There were 4 teams left undefeated. They let them play, and I've been pissed off since 1985.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's crazy. 1985.
Yeah.
What were you doing in 1985?
85.
That was my freshman year.
Yeah.
You were already out of school.
Nope. I graduated 87. I was like
I thought you were like 82.
sophomore. So, I learned about politics of tournaments and bracket and everything, traveling and playing with him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I would walk around the park with JP and Aaron, and they would talk. You know, I know that the organizer of this tournament, and I know how he is, and why would he do this, and why would he, set things up? And
absolutely.
Some good and some bad. A lot bad. A lot of them were bad. So yeah.
Very true, especially when you go and you start winning at different places, and then you have a lot of success. Later on in life, we became Piper Lake Club.
Right.
Tons of success,
Right.
out of state, 4-state regional, stuff like that. So then now once that starts happening, you get out there and then people start hating on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I started playing with you about when you guys had a ton of success. I jumped in for it. This
Yeah.
season. Yeah,
And then you start getting tougher draws and tougher draws and,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
getting
Tougher.
screwed around a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We'll make our way back to the softball because I got a lot of questions for you as far as softball. But where was Joe Quinn born and raised?
Right here, Wyandotte County, Bethany Hospital.
Oh yeah, Bethany. Okay.
Yep, I ain't got off Central Avenue since.
Really?
They've tried. They tried to get you.
Yeah, they've tried a couple times. They escorted me off, but I made it back.
Yeah. So grew up where about what street, or if you don't mind telling us?
Well, so like when I was born at Bethany, which is downtown on Central Avenue, but we actually lived out west off of like 83rd and Barnett by Stony Point. I went to grade school at Stony Point North.
Okay.
And then in the 5th grade, 1976, my parents moved into about 32nd and Cheromey, which is over kind of by Wyandotte High School.
Okay.
And my mom still lives there.
Okay,
So,
nice.
yeah, we've been there. They've been there ever since, and I bought 3 houses within 2 miles from my mom because I'm a mama's boy. So
That's all
that's
good,
just
yeah.
what it is.
That's all good. Yeah, because that was my next question: is do you still live, or do you still go by the hood? But
Oh, no, I still
apparently
live
you're
in the
saying
hood.
You're still in the hood.
15th and Grandview.
15 in
15th
Grain.
and Grandview.
Yeah. What's one of your greatest memories of the hood?
Oh,
You have any?
yeah. You know, when we so I started out on Strawberry Hill, and then I'm over in the St. Peter's neighborhood, and we used to have. I mean, we'd close the street down on July 3rd and have a big block party, and some of those nights were just incredible. I mean, they didn't happen until 3 or 4 in the morning, but a lot of really good camaraderie happened about then. Same as on the softball field. About 3 or 4 in the morning, all kinds of stuff happens.
Yeah. At what age would you say you were at? Like from
Oh, when
childhood?
that was when I was married.
When you-
That-
okay, when you
yeah.
were
That was
married.
probably we moved over there probably 25 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, growing up in my younger days, living out west. I mean, you'd leave in the morning, ride your bike all day long, and
Right.
come home by the time it got dark,
yeah.
and that was it. I mean, your parents could give 2 shits less where you were. That's the honest to God. They were
You know, like a lot of our guests that come in and say, "Oh yeah, we had the lights come on.
That's time to
It's
go home.
Time to
Yeah.
go home." And I
Get
think
your
everybody
ass
used that,
home.
right?
Yep.
I'm sure you use that back in your hood.
Unless my mom was screaming at us to get
Yeah.
home earlier, we could hear her 5 blocks away. So
If you guys were at Clopperfield, Mom would shout out and
she
get your asses home.
She should have been a singer. 'Cause she has a vocal cord. Yeah.
Good lungs, good lungs.
Her voice could carry.
Yeah. Do you remember your first bike? Did you have a bike? or-
My bicycle bike?
Bicycle,
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Yeah?
It was called Wildfire. It's actually like a little dirt bike, and it had a plastic padding over it and 2 big knobby tires on it. It was pretty cool. I got it for Christmas. Gosh. We were at the other house way out there, so that was before 1976. And I'd wanted a bike for Christmas and nothing there, and we went through all of the presents and the whole deal. And then my dad was like, "Well, run into my bedroom and get me." I can't even remember what he
something.
said. Get something.
Get me
off
my Old Spice.
Yeah, get my Old Spice off my dresser, and you go in there, and there's the bike. And I mean, that was probably one of the. That was a great memory, you know. And I was probably 3rd, 4th grade somewhere.
Did you like get on it and then ride it right back to the front room?
Yeah, push it out there. I'm like, that's mine. You know, you're just happy.
Yeah, no,
So
yeah.
it was good times.
Yeah, that's good. That's pretty cool. I think, I'll bring up. So you know where the Target is on Metcalf.
Oh yeah.
So right in that spot, there used to be a toy store, which was called Toy City.
Yep.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I like to bring that up. 'cause,
My father worked back behind that post office there.
Okay.
at
Oh, okay, yeah.
Packaging products,
Yeah.
and actually, my cousin James Pearson, he still works there.
Yep.
My dad got him a job when he got out of high school.
Right.
And he.
Shout out to James. Good
Hey,
day.
yeah, shout out to my cousin James Pearson.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay. There's only one James Pearson that
That's
I know.
him.
That's married to Anita.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
You guys are cousins.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I never knew that.
Yeah, well, I mean, back in the day,
Yeah,
he played.
shout out to James Pearson.
Yeah,
man.
he played center field
was a
on my
bad
dad's
dude out
teams
there,
and
yes.
stuff. Yeah, batted lead off. He was a stud. Yeah,
But James didn't play very long, did he?
Yeah, he played quite a bit.
Okay, well, I guess he played in the early years, but then
when we came, he didn't play very long.
Yeah, because I think he would. I thought I would see James make an appearance with the Locals, maybe.
Yeah, actually, we went over to the Locals for a couple years.
So then that's when I think I would see James.
Yeah.
He was just
we
about
went.
done.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I never.
What
knew
high
you
school?
guys were
What high
good.
school did you go to?
I graduated Wyandotte.
Wyandotte, okay.
85. Yeah.
And what sports did you
Yeah.
play?
I played baseball up there. That was about it.
What position? What were you pitching?
I played second base and shortstop.
Because you had an arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Glove. Okay. Okay.
Played
And I
middle
did-
infield.
How'd you guys do?
We were terrible.
Okay.
We had a horrible coach. For whatever reason, we ran all day at practice, and it's like, dude, we are not a track team. Maybe we should take some ground balls, maybe a little batting practice. I don't know, but we're freaking horrible.
I see.
Yeah. So do you still own anything from your childhood?
That's a tough question. I throw a lot of stuff away. I'm not a big keeper of things. I keep everything. Memories, you keep them in your head forever.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I don't know. Actually, I still probably have. I know I still have. Like my 16-18 base softball uniform.
Okay.
Because that was the 10-13 club when my dad sponsored the team.
Still have that uniform?
Yeah, and I still got it. Oh boy!
Like not even your first glove or
No, stuff like that's not really that much. Now I have like my grandson; he's playing ball now, and I have his first glove and his first bat.
Is this
and I
Isaac?
have them, yeah, Isaac.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it. They're put away. They're put away in my closet, so I have
Okay,
them.
so you are putting stuff away.
Yeah, for his.
See, and that's what my dad did. My first glove, he put it away, and then eventually gave it to me like right when I got married, and say, "Hey, I just found your glove," and
Hey, you can't.
stuff like that.
You're the one you have doesn't work. So here's
Well, you know what?
He said, "Hey, try this one."
It's yeah. So it's funny. I have a Kelly glove that I bought, and I think we were in Mankato. We went for a NAFA, and this is when I was still playing, like late '90s. I still have that glove.
Yeah.
And it's still in good condition. And of course, cousin Adon says, "Yeah, you still have it because you didn't use it when you were playing with us." Son of a bitch.
You just took care of it. That's it.
That's what I said. I just took care of it.
You know what, Don? When they're hitting them off the fence, I can't field them a second. Sorry, bro. Just tell him that.
Oh shit, that's pretty funny. Yeah, and even when there was one time my Uncle Danny's like, "Yeah, you still got that new Kelly glove?" Yeah, he goes, "Here, let me use it. I'm gonna pitch today." So he used it while he was pitching. I was sitting on the bench watching him use my glove. Yeah,
Hey, at least your glove was in the game.
yeah, that's funny shit. Like I said, so and I even still have my own like piggy bank, which is kind of pretty cool. And it was a plastic piggy bank. It was Barney Rubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom and dad bought me this Barney, and I still have it to this day.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Who knew 50 years later you're interviewing Barney Rubble? I just thought I'd say that before you did, Ayo.
I would not do that, right? On air, I would.
did you have a favorite toy back in the day?
No, not
No,
really.
I will not say that either on air.
Yeah. Just one, and I played with it a lot, but other than that, no.
I will not say what it is on air.
You didn't make that baby burp any, did you?
Yeah.
Were you ever picked on growing up?
Dang, we just went deep.
Not really,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Not really.
Unhashed some
Just
stuff.
kind of.
Because I thought maybe Joe would say no, but there was a lot of people that I picked on.
No. I was.
That's the next question.
I'm pretty. What do you want to say? I feel like I'm pretty fair. I stand up for the underdogs a lot. Look, A was my friend, and everybody used to pick on him a lot, but I always stuck up for him.
It was just you. It was just
Oh, it
you.
was.
Yes.
My bad.
It
Sorry.
was. When I first met him,
Is this
I was
a-
like, I don't want to be around that dude. Because when I first saw him, he was pitching, and in between the lines, he's a freaking alligator.
Right.
And he will eat you alive. And I was just like,
So where were you at? What were you doing? Oh, you were just.
we probably were waiting a game or two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a tournament, and I was just like, who the heck is that dude?
Yeah.
And why is he such an asshole?
Yeah, and then years later,
Yeah.
15, 20 years later, I start liking him.
It took that long.
No, and then
It took that long to get used to Joe.
yeah, and next thing you know, we're traveling together. And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
team picked me up, and yeah.
Gee.
There's a couple stories there.
Yeah, he's still mad at me when I roomed him with Terry Schoenberger.
That's one.
Shout out to the Harry
No
Terry.
shout out. No shout out.
Terry.
Yeah, and then there's the rodeo clown.
Oh
I'm
boy.
so mad about that dude. But talk about that later.
It just
Go on.
things happen. You know how it happens on the road,
road,
Mario.
right. You're on the road.
Yeah, no.
That's it.
What goes on the road stays on the road.
Well, that's why-
But apparently, we can bring this shit out right here. It's all right. That was like 25 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, the statute of limitations is up.
Yeah.
You can't be mad no more.
Yeah. Do you still see old friends from back in the day? You still see them?
Not from like fourth grade down, but like from fifth grade up and junior high and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I still see a lot of guys around. Not really like around the neighborhood, but just see them kind of around in the same circle I travel. You know, I'm gonna say, solid 10, 12 guys that like I went to junior high and high school with.
That's
I see probably on somewhat of a regular basis. So it's kind of cool.
What schools did you attend? Like elementary, junior high? I know you said Wyandotte, but where'd you start off?
Yeah, so when we first moved in, I went to Francis Willard. It's about 34th and Orville, over in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
What was she like teaching you?
What's that?
What was she like teaching you?
It was all bad. All bad. And then went to Central Junior down on 10th Street. And then my parents thought I should go away to Mar Hill Preparatory Academy in Atchison, Kansas.
Oh, wow.
My sophomore year. But
Can you tell us why? And they thought you should?
No.
Did you have the grades? Is that what it is? Scholarship?
I had quality grades, so I went there for about half a year until then I said, please, can I come back home? I'll be good now.
Okay.
It really straightened you up.
Yeah, so we come back home, and then I spent the last 2.5 years at Wyandotte. So,
Okay.
but yeah, all boys school in Atchison, Kansas was
pretty-
quality time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Quality education. Right on.
yeah, you could say that.
I see.
Yeah.
And then you became a Bulldog.
The Wyandotte Bulldogs.
Wyandotte Bulldog.
And
And then
84 and 85 state champions. 84 beat Danny Manning and Danny Manning
right.
at Lawrence High School.
That's right.
what-
That was with Wyandotte had what was
John-
went to Oklahoma, didn't he?
Yes.
David Johnson.
Was it David Johnson?
Yeah.
I thought it was
William Davis.
Calvin.
No, Calvin was older. That's Calvin Thompson.
Calvin Thompson
Calvin
was older.
Thompson. He come out like 83, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but David Johnson, William Davis. There was a guy named Marzay Tatum that was an incredible defender. I think they might have got him out of the county jail before they went up to play Manning. They played a diamond and one on Manning, and he just shut him out. I mean, it shut him down. Manning
Yeah.
averaging 44 points a game in high school.
Yeah.
Did you see
And,
Did you see Danny Manning play? In high
Yeah,
school?
yeah, we were there. Yeah, state championship game. It
Wow,
was
man,
pretty cool.
that would have been awesome to see Danny Manning play.
He threw up a half quarter that rimmed out at the buzzer, and they lost by one. So why not beat them by one in the championship game?
Right.
It was
Dang,
crazy.
And then you remember that one that ran
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was a
That was it. That was the
crazy
game?
shot.
Yeah.
Holy smoke, man.
Yeah.
Any college?
Now,
Did you attend any colleges?
I went to Donnelly College for some architectural classes, to read blueprints and stuff like that for my job. But,
Business, a little bit of business school.
yeah,
and-
that's about it. Had coming out of high school, a couple small offers, maybe to go play some JUCO baseball here and there, but just had a concrete job. I didn't need to go to school. What the hell?
Okay.
I was making about $9 an hour in 1985. I didn't need to go to college.
Settle down.
Man,
Getting paid.
That's a lot of money.
were you a good student in school? All levels.
Yeah,
junior
good
high,
enough. Good enough.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
A's.
I made B's.
Yeah. Like you
But
said,
yeah.
good enough. Yeah.
Good enough to get by.
The way I figured it, you're probably a great student if you cared about the subject.
You're absolutely
If you
right.
didn't care about it, then get ready, teacher.
You're absolutely right. And my senior year, I did miss 69 days.
How many days are in a year?
182.
Right.
There's 181 in a school year.
So you were,
And I missed
you're
six.
a little over 500.
And I missed 69 of them, but we had a good time.
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you did.
Man. Yeah. Here's one right here.
Oh, okay. I don't get on the.
Worst bartender in the city.
Oh boy,
You're good.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good thing they don't pay Javi down
Come on,
here.
Javi.
Good lord.
Javi's bartender here down at the Eagle's Nest.
Yeah.
For now.
Javi
Until we complain.
Escobar. Yeah.
I need to get on the board down there so I can get him fired.
Yeah, Yelp.
Usually I ask our guests that they come in what was their most or favorite class. I'm going to have to ask you, what class did you hate the most in high school? Was there one, or maybe you just like?
Nah, probably. So boy, I like math. I mean, I love math, and it still shows today. I still work with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know that I really hated a class. I mean, I had fun in all the classes. They were easy. I mean, after going to Mar Hill for 6 months, and it really was a college preparatory school, and it was hard, real hard.
Yep.
I didn't crack a book at Wyandotte for another year and a half when I came back because I'd already learned everything in 6 months up there.
Sure.
Wow.
And you had school for 8 hours, and then you had a 4-hour study block after school in your dormitory room, and it was what my father thought I needed to straighten my ass up.
So about your dad, your pops,
Yeah.
who I love to death. It was one of the coolest dudes, and I met him later on in his time.
Yeah.
That dude wasn't a very big guy, but the bike he rode was a monster. Yeah. And every time I'd see him, I'm like, you rode it on that? Greatest dude I've met playing ball, and always treated me kindly. Shook my hand, said hello, all of it. And I actually, if people don't know, I do some sports paintings and whatnot. And Joe commissioned me. I don't know how long it was. Early on, this has been about 10 years or so, to do a painting of you. And I think you had a little more hair.
Yeah,
and
it was on my wedding day.
Was it the wedding day? Because you both were in like ties or a tux.
Yeah.
And one of the best, and this is when he was still here with us, right?
Yep.
One of my most favorite paintings, and it was an honor to do that. But tell me about your pops. Tell me about how he not only molded you as an adult, but the ball field. What did he teach you? Because he played, right?
Yeah, okay. He and not just. Thank you for all the kind words about my dad. It's really, man. He was my best friend, and I mean my mentor, and taught me everything. Not only on the ball field, but about being a man and being a dad, and just everything in life. So. He's been gone about 6 years, and it don't get easier every day. Right. Never does, man. Anybody that's lost, a parent or anything like that, man, it really sucks. Yeah. It just does. So let me get my head back together.
What were some of the big things, life, also ball, that like have stuck with you or that helped change your outlook or the way you do things on the field, playing, and life.
Most of it's mentally. I mean, it's always you have to have a strong mental game in life, and you can't let. And that's it. Whether you're in a business meeting or a business negotiation with someone, or while you're on the field, if somebody hits a home run off of you, you have to forget that and move to the next pitch.
Right.
And then while you're up there, I mean, it's psychological to attack that person, find that person's weakness, and exploit that. If you when you're a pitcher and you come across like a guy fresh out of baseball, I love those guys.
Right.
Because they got that big looping swing, and you throw them a rise ball and they look absolutely foolish, and they go on down the road. I mean, and my dad was a small dude. He was a Golden Glove boxer. He was two-time regional champion in Golden Gloves, fought professionally out in Arizona and California. Mm-hmm. So he never, ever backed away from anybody.
And you could feel that. Even how old was he when he passed?
71.
Okay. So I probably met him 20 years before that.
Yeah.
But you could tell when he just sat there was a presence of like, I could knock you out if I wanted, but I'm not, because everything's good.
No, he still carried his stuff that way. I mean, until his last days. I mean, he just didn't give a f because I'm here and I'm gonna do what I want to do, have a good time, teach things properly.
Right.
Always my biggest supporter, no matter, even in the dark years, whenever I was screwing everything up or whatever, he was always there, not to yell and scream, but to pick the pieces up and to explain to me, look, dumbass, do it this way next time.
And you need that.
And it's like, right on, man. Yes, we'll do it your way now.
And he was always, like Mr. Bobkeep, Lance, our friend Lance's
Mike.
dad.
Yeah,
always, if he could be there, always at the park.
Oh, yeah.
Supporting his boy.
Yep,
Yeah.
all the time, for sure.
Shit, even if Lance isn't playing,
Yeah.
Mike was always there.
Yeah, Mike
Right.
just come out for nothing. I mean,
Right.
just come out to watch the game because
the game, 'cause they love the sport.
those guys all played too. And,
Right.
and as far as the fast pitch softball side of it, my dad was the biggest advocate of fast pitch softball. He spent more money on sponsoring not only just his own teams, other teams, hustling sponsors early on in life. We played for Frankie D's, Permatex,
Frankie D's had a team, okay.
J&J Transmission, Black's Liquor Store, and he would go out. My dad would go and hustle these guys themselves, and they would sponsor 2 or 3 shirts, and they'd put their shirts on those guys' name. Then the next guy would throw a couple $100 in. You throw 2 or 3 shirts to them, and they would sponsor them. Always give him back. Always give him back.
That's why on the back of the shirts, even though they had the same color shirt, there was always a different name.
Exactly,
okay.
because they're the one that sponsored that shirt.
Sponsor those 2 or 3 shirts.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was old school.
Yeah,
When we jumped in, it was usually one sponsor.
Yeah, you get somebody to
Right.
pay the whole nut.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, going back to as talking playing sports, and your dad was always there. What sports did you play in high school?
Just baseball in high school.
Just baseball was your
yeah,
sport,
now,
huh?
now, growing up, I played football
Did you?
and football and baseball. That was about it. I played basketball in junior high.
Okay. At Central?
Yeah. Wasn't very good, though, because I'm 5'5" and white. Didn't work out for me.
And are you still that?
Yeah, still 5'5" and still very white. With this big of a vertical, it's hard to play basketball. Just like Amos. I mean, he's probably a heck of a soccer player. You know, not being racist or nothing, but you know.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
play soccer at all.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and hit that
But
bell.
I'll shoot a jump shot from mid range in a minute.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
letting it
and
slide.
he'll hit that shot, and then we'll hear run it back down the court.
Edit that, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, and real quick before you go any
ahead.
further,
Yeah.
On that note there, I want to, I know I watched your podcast a couple times. I know you don't have a sponsor for this here, but I want to see if I can.
Here we go. Got some vegetables.
Pass these here over. Got some
Those vegetables?
vegetables.
We brought some
I'll put
vegetables.
those there up.
These are out of your garden.
Yeah, out of my garden there.
Brought some chiles
So
because
you can,
we're Hispanic
you know.
and we like eating chile.
We can pass these out later, and and we'll negotiate later a little Quinn concrete sponsorship.
Oh, there we go.
To help the modcast out. If you guys need some new equipment, or maybe to get some better co-host on here or something like that.
You know what?
Marty, I'm sorry, Marty.
We'll talk to our.
He's
Our
looking
producer,
for free labor. These are work shirts. So
The NSPN. So we work under the umbrella, the NSPN, which is my nephew's network. It's a No
Okay.
Solutions. Actually, No Solutions Podcast Productions.
Okay.
Or No Solutions Productions Network. There you go.
There you
No
go.
Solutions Production Network.
Good deal.
Yeah, thank you, nephew. Yeah, and we would really appreciate sponsorship. And what are you doing there?
He don't want to come to work.
Yeah. See.
So anyhow,
I guess you done. You done just.
union.
I guess this is your only time you're going to co-host with us since you're throwing the way
yeah,
Mr.
there's-
Quinn's.
there's
I appreciate that, Joe. I really do. Oh, purple and
this
gray.
is manager. Right? Supervisor?
yes, supervisor the gray
Those are
ones.
workers.
Yeah, that's cool. Appreciate that, Joe. Really.
Yeah,
do.
absolutely. And and on a serious note, when we get finished up here, we can definitely talk and to help you guys out because I enjoy seeing people go out on their own. This might have been a dream of yours to host
actually
a radio show, stuff like that. So whatever you can do to help facilitate somebody else's progress and
Much
and
love,
good
Joe.
deal, man.
I appreciate that, man.
So,
I really do.
Just want to let you know
And
that.
So we could talk to my nephew here, and he's the
many
one
years?
doing this for us.
How many years you been in Concrete Man?
I've been on my own since 2008. Started my own company in 2008. And Steve Roach worked for me for a couple of years.
Oh, is that right?
All bad.
Yeah. Smart move getting rid of him. Yeah.
Heck, you
Shout
know-
out Steve Roach. I love you, brother.
Yeah, it was,
Not really.
That was a crazy ass episode. So let's get back into this softball talk. Because we just celebrate, and eventually we will talk about the 4th of July. 'cause
No,
I know
no
you
worries.
But so we did an episode in Newton.
Right.
I don't know if you got to see that. So there's a lot of legends out there from that played in Newton. Hell, even Mr. Mario Escobar even sat and he talked with us. he has some great stories. And did you ever get a chance to play in the Newton tournament?
You know they don't like white folk.
Oh,
down
come on,
there.
but they.
That is not true, Joey Quinn.
Hey, are you sure? No, in all actuality, I'll tell you. Here's a little something else about me.
Okay.
Back when I was 16, coming out of high school, and I went and played for Steve Orozco in the KC Brown Express.
Yeah.
And we played in a lot of closed tournaments, but I couldn't pitch. Larry Pacheco pitched for us.
Brown Express. That's Emporia?
No, that's a different one. This was a KC Brown Express. A guy named Steve Orozco.
Okay.
And so I played shortstop for him. And we won the Locos. We won a Locos tournament. I played shortstop, won most valuable player at shortstop, and I played several. I played in 2 or 3 of the closed tournaments up here. Went to Emporia, played in one. Newton, I only ever played in the open tournaments they used to have down there. Never got to play in the closed one there. And
Really? Because I know they opened it up.
no, Newton's never been open.
Yeah.
No, sir.
To pitchers?
Not to white pitchers.
No,
Okay, to
correct.
pitchers.
No,
Right.
but I'm talking.
But yeah, so
we won
position players.
yeah, back during that time, it was
Apparently, Mokel back there says no, they didn't want any white. He didn't want any whites in the tournament. You know, these these guys, the Fernandez brothers that are sitting here watching. I mean, they're both from Chanute.
Yeah.
Born and raised in Chanute, and I don't know. And I would see these guys over here. I'm like, how the hell do you guys travel so much? We're playing Tuesday and Thursday nights all the way from Chanute. Jeez, man, I never understood that.
Well, if you know Mogos, it ain't like he was at work. He had plenty of time to travel.
Oh man, I guess he didn't want to push that mower or carry that weed eater around.
Yeah, so I played a lot of closed tournaments early on at middle infield and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I could hit, and I was actually fast back then because I didn't weigh 220 pounds.
At 5'5".
At 5'5". Shut up.
Yeah. Do you miss playing softball?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Do
yeah. So 2000, I kind of quit whenever Isaac started playing. Isaac's my guy.
Yeah.
And Isaac's half Mexican. I said I'm gonna teach him to pitch. Be
Right
the
on. Shout
first,
out.
Be the first Quinn to pitch in Newton. So, but
There you go. Yeah. How old?
Save that birth
How old is
certificate.
Isaac?
he's 12. He'll be
12
he'll be 13 next year.
It's a good
Yeah.
kid, too.
Yeah.
I've seen some of your posts where he's hit that ting,
Yeah.
ting, ting. He's tinging off on that ball.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He works hard. We work hard at it. And he's a hell of a basketball player too.
Right. I've seen
He can
those
shoot
videos
lights
as well.
out too. So it's a good life, man. I'm glad he's here. I had 4 daughters before him, and then he's my first grandson, and then
Okay.
I have another grandson that's 3, and I got a granddaughter that's 1. But I do Isaac's my first, and so we do a lot of stuff. He was coming with me tonight, but then kicked me to the curb for some girl at a swimming pool. So can't be mad at him.
Not at all.
Shout out to Isaac.
Right on, player. Do your thing, brother.
Play on, player. So go one step real quick back.
Yeah, please.
The Glowworm, San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
I can't recall the year, but I was one of the first white guys to go down and pitch with the Amigos when they opened the Glowworm up.
When the
The Glowworm went open, and that was the first year it was there, and I went and pitched with the Amigos.
Okay.
I gave up about a 600-foot home run to some little Asian dude about this big, man.
It wasn't
hit
this
that
guy, was it?
No, hell no.
Come on. They wouldn't let me in that tournament. They wouldn't let me.
That guy hit the shit out of it, though, man. Yeah.
And
I did give
where
up
was
on-
the tournament played? San Antonio?
San Antonio, the Glowworm.
And so he hit that ball and put it in Austin?
At least, yeah. Hey, when I flew home 2 days later, I was like, there it goes.
Yeah. Now the glowworm's no joke.
No,
They got some dudes down there.
yeah.
And the Glowworms are still they're still out there playing ball as well.
they?
Yeah,
Good
they
deal.
just they were just in Newton, the Glowworms and the Austin Jokers.
Yeah.
They still
Jokers
bring
are phenomenal.
they're still bringing their
Back
teams
then,
down to
yeah.
Newton, which is
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah. And matter of fact, I think that was place 3 and 4 right there.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So you say you started off playing for your dad? That was the first team? Would you say when you start playing men's?
Yeah, when I started playing men's, him and Steve Orozco at the KC Express.
Okay.
Or
okay.
KC Brown Express.
KC Brown.
Yeah, it was.
Steve Orozco. Okay.
Yeah,
And when you started playing, how many teams were in the tournament?
Oh, so the crazy thing, whenever I started, I mean, they were 5 nights a week at Shawnee, Clopper,
Right on. Clopper,
Kensington, Santa Fe, which when Santa Fe was down here by the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Shit, where else is it? I mean, just everywhere, man, everywhere. Right. And they would play tournaments. They would have to start them on Friday nights. You know, your tournaments would play Friday nights, and then all day you'd start at 8:00 Saturday morning, and you wouldn't finish till midnight, 1:00 Saturday night, and then Sunday start all over again. I mean, numerous championship games played at midnight on Sunday nights.
Right.
Just because there's so many teams.
Yeah.
So many teams, and that was scheduled time. Don't let it rain. And don't let a game go extra innings because then you're really screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, bad.
And then in those tournaments, was there a lot of teams coming in?
Yeah, tons of teams.
Town?
Yeah.
From out of town. Huh?
Used to get a lot of teams from out of town. And on the and you would see the big time teams that would come in, like whenever I would go down to the old Santa Fe Park and watch them play. They bring charter buses in, and way back in the day, there's big time throwers, Roy Burleson, Charlie Rapper. I mean, you're talking about guys that were throwing the ball, you know, in the equivalent here, you know, probably in the upper 90s. I mean, just bringing it, you know. I mean, there's a Sports Illustrated cover of Ty Stofflet, little bitty 5'5" left-handed guy from Reading, Pennsylvania, and he threw the ball 104.
No way.
1987, I seen him in Springfield, Missouri, at the Open National. Me and my buddy Frank Spears drove down there to watch.
Just to watch.
Just
not
to watch.
Play.
No, shit.
Open.
Yeah, I had to pay to get in the park. They sure wouldn't let me play.
Right.
But that was the men's open, ASA Open. I mean, there was some freaking throwers there, man. Wow. I mean, just getting it. And that later that year, he's on only men fast pitch player to ever make is a cover of Sports Illustrated.
Wow.
Ty Stofflet is badass.
What year was that?
87, Springfield, Missouri. Yeah.
Wow. I never went to Springfield, Missouri to play ball.
Yeah.
But man, that's cool shit, man.
Yeah. It was good times.
You know, and then like you said, softball was played 5 nights.
Yeah.
And you had the weekends. And so my dad back in the day, the Indios didn't travel very much. And when they did, my dad couldn't because he worked nights at the railroad. So, you know, he'd get out of work and then that morning he'd go play ball probably with your dad or anybody that needed a catcher in town, in the in-town tournament while everybody else was going out of town. I mean, that's the thing, though. In Kansas City, there was tournaments being played, and at the same time, there was some in Emporia, some in Newton, some in Wichita, some in Springfield. Like I mean, softball was just everywhere.
Everywhere, for sure. And I can tell you, I have pitched or played for probably every team in this city except the Indios.
Really? You never did pitch for us?
They said I wasn't good enough.
Jeez, I never said that.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, they voted on it.
What'd you say?
They voted.
Mike Moko said he got to pitch for the Indians.
Boy, so look, that's what they're taking instead of me? That's just because he brought his own beer.
A lot of beer.
Moko's brought beer. Yeah, no, I mean, it was, you just go play for anybody.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know what? And I have to say that I know I got to play. I at least got to play defense for you. I can't remember what team. I don't know if maybe Piper, Lance was your second baseman, so I usually play.
No, we moved Lance to the outfield as quick as we could.
It was Ernie.
Yeah. So I know. I know I got to play second for you at least once or twice.
Yeah, no, I remember.
Yeah.
And then and AO played, and then my favorite Orpeza brother, he played with us a couple of times also.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Lewis.
Oh no, Lewis played with Piper.
No, he never played with Piper, but he did play a pickup with us a couple times.
All
and
right.
filled in.
And you guys probably won. When I played, we lost. That's nice. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah,
he used to give me a little trouble because I picked up bitten Moonchain before I picked him up.
Moonchain, yeah. Oh, that's right.
Shout out to Moonchain. Moonchain was a bad dude.
Yeah.
That dude could bash.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, they might go 0 for 7 with 7 strikeouts, but on the 8th one, they're hitting at about 600 feet.
Those guys were KCK. And they were with what team was it? It was
the Hawks.
Green and yellow.
Yeah.
The Hawks. Hawk time.
What time is it?
Hawk time.
They were from what part of the city? Is it Quindaro?
Yeah.
That was a Quindaro team.
Oh man, speaking of Quindaro,
fantastic.
Yeah, I was like, man, I need to get a hold of Joe Quinn, see if he could come on the show. I sent you some messages. I was like, man, I don't know if Joe uses Messenger. Who am I going? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna contact Lance Bobke. I said, hey, yo, Lance, if you get a chance, can you send me Joe's number? I need to get a hold of him. Yeah, sure. He sends me your information. It says Joe Quindaro.
Yeah.
I laughed. I saw that. I was laughing. I was like,
that's
what
he calls me
is
forever.
some funny shit. Joe Quindaro.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to the Hawks because I pitched for them also.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
That's a cool team.
Pitched for the Locos, the Hogs, Aztecas, everybody. Good time.
Well, Joe, I'm sorry you didn't get to pitch for us.
No,
So
okay.
national
Well, I
champions.
mean, we had
It's
Danny,
called national
Victor.
championships.
Yeah,
How many? What do you got, Joe? How many?
Just two.
Just two.
Should have had several more. We had some stacked teams in our life. College Station, Texas. We're at a C National in the finals of the winners bracket with Piper Lake Club and.
We're talking NAFA, ASA.
This ASA,
Okay.
Class C. Okay. We're out there. We take the field in the championship game, and on the other side is Tony Mancha in the C.
Oh,
Really?
Okay.
He don't belong there.
No. In
Ah.
the C.
Yeah, he don't belong there.
Yeah. I mean, did you guys put up an
top
argument,
level.
or you're just
yeah,
like
you really?
let's
I mean,
just- let's just do it?
you're in Texas. He's from El Paso, so it's not like you're getting any kind
El
of break
Paso.
there. Yeah,
Yeah, dude,
so
that's a big deal.
so they put it on us. Actually, we lost 6-2 to them. Another time we're in. Oh boy.
Did you pitch that game?
JP threw that game.
Okay.
Yeah, that was when JP was starting to throw. I threw the first two games, and he threw the next two. We get beat, but so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Shout out to JP.
JP.
I haven't seen him in a while.
No, I see him all the time, man. We're still
Really?
good friends. Yeah,
That's good.
we hang out together. We went to where we go. We went out for dinner and drinks last Saturday. So he bought a place down at the lake right by me. So
Okay.
that's all good. Ready to retire and be done.
He's another one that I like to get in here. I know him and his brother.
Yeah, Ernie.
Yeah. Ernie or Aaron?
It's Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Aaron, but
so-
you call him Ernie.
both.
Yeah. So that was a bit moonshine. That was a bit story.
Oh, no way. Let's hear
So
that.
we're up there and talking about, and Ernie's just tearing the cover off the ball one weekend.
Yeah.
And then we're like, and Bit can't remember his name. Bit can't remember his own name. Shout out Taylor Wallace.
Yeah.
And he said, man, and it's like, that's Aaron. He said, yeah, man, that MF and Ernie can hit. So from that day forward, his name was MF and Ernie.
MF and Ernie.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, no more Aaron. It was Ernie.
Yeah.
All right. So, and that's funny because I used to hear you yell that out there.
Yeah.
On the ball field. Ernie.
Yeah,
And then I'd
Ernie.
be like, is it Ernie or is it Aaron? What the
I had
hell
no
is
idea.
Yeah.
I knew it
I'm
was a
learning this
nickname.
today.
Yeah.
I knew it was a
30
nickname.
30
but I just
years
called him
later.
Ernie.
That was him,
Yeah.
MF and Ernie.
Yeah. Man, speaking of those guys, who started the Piper team? Or were you guys a team before you became the Piper Club? Or how did that all come around?
Yeah, so after like my dad's team and his team, and he kind of got out of the game for I don't even really know why, but he just kind of stopped, and so I went off and played a couple years with the Locos, played with the Hawks a little bit, just kind of bounced around, and then a guy that used to play with my dad, name is Larry Ray. And
Okay.
he started a team called the KC Elite, a bunch of young kids,
Okay, I
stuff
remember
like that.
Yeah.
Good team.
And asked me to come over and start playing with them. And he had JP on the team, Lance,
I remember the Elite.
Roach,
Yeah.
Steve Roach was on the team, Sean Pennington.
Were the Delgado brothers on there?
No, Ace wasn't on there. Ace played when we were Rockneys.
Shout out Ace.
Yeah, and now
shit.
Rockneys, we made a big run in the national tournament with the Delgado boys. Yeah,
What up, Bob?
yeah, we did real good.
Yep, another shout out to the Delgado boys.
Right. They were on last week with Roach. See, there,
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
right.
Get my plug in.
There you go.
See, I watch.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that.
Yeah, so he started a team. We kind of rolled with him, and then Lance's grandpa owned Piper Lake Club.
Right.
Okay.
Piper,
And,
Kansas.
yeah,
That's how that
out
come
there.
around.
And so then we kind of switched over and went under Piper Lake, and he started it, and then I started managing the team and running it. So it was all downhill from there.
Right. Especially after you picked me up, and I never got invited to Piper Lake Club.
You never got.
I never got invited.
You never got invited
to
to the lake itself.
Some rules.
Yeah, it was kind of rules. I don't know.
Man. So okay. So now
we gave him a couple employment applications, but he never showed.
Back, getting it back. Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Those are some good teams.
Yeah.
So you
Piper
you guys were a good team.
Yeah.
I remember we almost got in a fight with a bunch of Native American team. We were the only two playing in the park.
Yes.
What was that? Was it Oklahoma?
No. Yeah, Oklahoma City in the Nationals.
Yeah, but they wanted to kill us.
Yeah, it wasn't going to go well.
They would have killed them. They wouldn't have killed me because they thought I was
one of them.
They thought you were this.
No. So, that was, and we won.
Yep.
We came back. And
that's what made it even worse.
They were even back. Yeah,
That's what made it even worse.
Oh man, you guys won, but you guys had to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, we were losing.
That's the thing about this guy right here, and my cousin Tito, Richard Rocher. Shout out Richard.
Yeah.
He told me about this early on. It's this guy right here. Doesn't matter if you're losing 1-0 or 10-0. If you got a chance to bat, then you got a chance to win.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you got him on the mound, he's going to do his best to get you to the next to the next W.
Exactly.
So,
we did a lot.
Yeah, and that game right there was one of the games where you could just tell how mad you were for losing.
Yeah.
But yet we can win. And the team we had was a pretty good team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely traveled with some really good teams. People, and one of those things, you talk about being at a tournament and you go up to the bracket and you see people play, and then you just kind of sit in the back and you watch, and then you'd hear other teams play and they'd be like, God damn it, Piper Lake Club's on our side of the bracket.
Right.
Because it's like you didn't want to play us.
Right. And I was one of those guys.
Yeah.
It's
like you don't
we're
wanna,
like, son of a bitch, you got to play Piper tonight. We'd see you guys on a Tuesday night. Then we'd see you guys on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
I'm like, can we play anybody else?
Yeah.
And then we go out of town and we're in some tournament. Who we playing? Oh, fuck, we play Piper. Jeez, man, how many times do we got to see these guys,
all the time.
But our battles were good. They were fun. And they were a little chippy, going back and forth. And
that's a good thing about it. But I will say this, that when you get out of town to and it's just like a couple Kansas City teams out there, no matter how chippy you are with somebody, you always got their backs.
Right.
That's I will say that about Kansas City Fast Pitch, no matter where you're at. I mean, if it was two teams out there and you were getting ready to get into with somebody else, and we were right there with you.
Right. That's true.
That's always Kansas City Fast Pitch.
Yeah. And that was cool. And, speaking of Piper, let's talk about the White Demons. Where did the White Demons come from? What's going on with this?
Big shout out, Lou Ramirez.
Lou Ramirez is the one that gave you guys the White Demons name. Huh?
So he's Phil, and I think all of the times that this happened was in the Indios tournament. Because you guys never played in your own tournament.
Right.
So we would just get, and that's probably when you played with us. That's when Lou played with us, stuff like that. And Lou would come play with us anytime we need somebody to catch or what have you.
Yeah.
And, you get together and you'd have your
little powwow there.
Powwow, and you'd be like, Piper Lake, and then Lou would be like, White Demons. Like, so that's just kind of where the White Demons came from.
Oh, man, yeah. It's hilarious, and it's to this day. And Lou will still say "White Demon." He'll see Lance.
Whenever he sees anybody, that's what he'll yell at from the BPU truck.
That's hilarious. What would you say was the biggest tournament you won? Was it the Nationals?
There again.
As Piper Club? As Piper Lake?
Not as Piper Lake Club. Some of the biggest things we won were national qualifiers and regional tournaments. Because the best thing about the regionals, you used to have to win the Metro. And then,
that's right. I forgot about the Metro.
And then you'd have to go to a regional, win that regional in order to go to a national.
Qualify for everything.
You used to have to play your way in. Right. Now they just hand out tickets to national tournaments.
Right. Oh, is that what it is now?
Yeah, anybody can go. But so one of the biggest tournament I won was with the KC Angels. I had actually taken a couple years off from Piper Lake and was just kind of hanging out, not doing much anything.
So Piper Lake was still going?
They were still playing. Yeah, they were still playing. And I just kind of retired for a couple of years of just hanging out. And we were going to Sturgis, me and my dad, on a motorcycle trip. We rode our bikes up there. And Rabbit and Chato were like, hey, you want to go to the Nationals with us? And I'm like, nah. I said, we're going up to Stir. I said, well, hold on. So we did the logistics on it, and we ended up on our motorcycles for 15 days up there. We rode up, hung out in Sturgis, rode down to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, played in the NAFA World Series down there. We go 7-0, win the whole damn thing. Craziest 5-6 days that you'll ever get. And the Angels are a solid team. You know, we picked up little Ralphie from the Locos. We had Joe Monslow.
Shout out, Joe.
Roach.
Boo.
Roach is like everywhere. Like a cockroach. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
Me. We picked up one other. And then, of course, they have Patrick Hernandez and Cubby and Fernando.
Yeah, shout out to those
and they have
guys.
Miguel.
Fernando.
So. And me and Miguel pitched, and it did well. And
Was Bubba on that team?
yeah, Bubba
Hernandez?
was there. Yeah, Bubba was there. And the AJ and Wings were the coach.
The Viegas brothers.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then Chato and Rabbit were the general manager and whatever else you want to call them. They were running.
Running the show, yeah.
the back end of
Management.
Yeah.
Like, right?
So it was good. It was good times. Times. And and there was a lot of young kids on the team. I'm like, fellas, you don't understand what you have here.
Right.
This is a one in a lifetime
Right.
event, man.
Right.
Yeah.
This stuff doesn't come around every year.
Oh, and as true to form, the next year, they go up and they go 1-2 somewhere, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, but don't they also go up?
Yeah,
a bracket?
you bump up,
bump
to
up.
A major.
Yeah.
But it was lightning in a bottle. It was a good time.
What year was that?
2009, maybe.
Okay.
9, 10, right in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a team out there that you hated facing? Was there a team like you're like, God damn it, we can't beat these guys? Or
So back in the day, we battled with Brad Mabe and those guys and
Crunchers.
The Crunchers.
Shout out
Yeah.
Crunchers.
Yeah, shout out to the Crunchers. And so,
I hated those dudes.
yeah, man, it just was.
all them
now.
Turner,
I love them now.
guys, right?
Yeah, for whatever reason, that was always a battle for us with those
thing.
guys there.
Same here.
Yeah, and and those were the games that we would actually sit back and watch. We would watch you guys, beat each other up.
Yeah.
And then, all right, who we gonna play? Either we gonna play the Crunchers or we gonna play Piper.
Yeah.
Because they just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, and it's everything you got, every pitch with, in those kind of games. You can't take nothing off. And they had a lot of,
Scrappers.
Yeah, scrappers.
They had
That's it.
scrappers.
That's
Yes.
exactly right. You
Yes.
just look at them and you're like, bro, you ain't even wearing no socks. How you
Right.
getting? How'd you just?
I think there were like two dudes.
How you hit the ball off the fence? You ain't even wearing no
I
socks.
think
But
it was
it
like
didn't
two
matter.
dudes
They hit
who
the
had
shit
the
out
full
of it.
uniform.
Yeah.
Hat to socks,
know,
and
right?
everybody else like no shirt, just a jersey.
Oh yeah, it was cut
different
off. They had
socks.
to, had their cigarettes
Had
rolled up in their
cigarettes rolled in,
sleeves. They
yes.
was getting it
No
on.
hat,
But they
sometimes.
come to play,
And
man.
scrapped.
That was
Yes.
it.
They
So
were no
you-
For
joke.
sure.
Yeah, so you either had to face Brad or Louis
Yeah.
or sometimes Roach if he was throwing. Or,
Yeah. If you could.
Danny.
Danny
Dan
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Danny Rodriguez, he
Yeah.
caught and played third for him.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, he was a cool guy too.
Yep.
Yeah, was there a batter out there that you just couldn't a batter that you just hated facing, or you just
Man, probably Jaime.
Jaime?
Yeah, I would say Jaime is man, probably the best pure hitter. I mean,
Shout out Jaime. Yep.
And we picked him up to go to when we were Rockneys, and he played center field and was just starting to pitch. And I told everybody then, I said, that's the best Mexican pitcher in this town. I said, and why he's not starting more, why he wasn't pitching more for the Indios at that particular time was amazing to me. But Victor and Danny were running the team, and I don't know anything about the inner workings of anybody else's team, but Jaime's the best Mexican pitcher to come through this city, Kansas City, Kansas. He's phenomenal.
5-tool.
Yeah.
5-tool player.
And
everything.
can just flat out hit. I hated facing him.
And track down a
Yeah.
fly ball and,
God, he could
and
hit,
throw
man.
on a dime.
Yeah, and his bat was loaded. He had a legal bat all the time. And Uncle Victor had it. I know because I seen Uncle Victor's, and he probably gave it to Jaime.
And that bat
But I
weighed
know,
about,
I know Jaime was cheating. So
That
but
bat weighed about
man,
5
he could
pounds.
freaking hit.
Jaime's
Jaime could
bat,
hit.
And shout out to my cousin Jaime. He was a great hitter.
Yeah.
Shit, there was a time where I'm like, damn, cuz, can I use your bat?
Yeah.
I want to see how how you're hitting this
It's
shit.
like, listen, bro, it wasn't a bat. It's that dude. That dude was solid, man, real solid.
And speaking of, there was, I think, one person on our team that you probably hit the most is probably my cousin Jerry.
And I don't know why I love Jerry. Jerry's a good guy, too. I hit Albert a lot also. But Albert was a big target.
And a lefty.
Yeah, Albert was a big target. But, yeah, I did hit Jerry a lot. And I was like, God dang it, Jerry.
And he didn't crowd the plate.
I don't know why, man. But, yeah. But, I mean, I probably hit a few thousand people in my life. But,
Yeah.
and not, I mean,
like
and
Jerry
the
always
majority of them were on purpose, but not Jerry. I like Jerry.
right.
Sorry, shout out Jerry. Sorry, man.
You know, what?
Hey, hold on.
No, I believe it.
I know I hit him. I hit, and I probably hit. Sorry, Amos, if I hit you.
No,
it was an accident.
You just usually throw that rise ball.
Yeah.
And I'd swing at it like I was going to hit a home run and strike out. So you kind of already had my number.
You know, I batted second behind Hyman because if he got on, I'm moving him over.
Oh yeah.
So the one thing I loved about batting behind Hyman is when he would hit a home run, I get the free swing a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if he gets on, I'll be like, shit, I got to move him over. Yeah. And that was my job.
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
I didn't mind doing it. You know, even though I tried my best to get on, I'd get thrown out every time. But
yeah, Hyman's pretty fast too.
Hyman, and then of course his boys were.
Yeah,
they
were both.
The three of them took right after him.
Yeah.
We went ball players.
We took Jaime and little Jaime to Bowling Green, Kentucky, to a national tournament down there before. So it was good.
Fast pitch softball.
That was where the national tournament was. Boy, I'd have to look that one up. I'm not the older I get, the years running together a little more.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, but our battles, the Indios and Piper Club, the Piper Lake Club, those are just great battles back in the day.
They were good.
Yeah, do you right before you retired, do you remember the last batter you faced?
So AJ and those guys talked me into coming and pitching for the Eagles up at City Park, and that's kind of who I played with at the end when I did play. But because I was taking care of Isaac, I was coaching Isaac, I was teaching him anything and everything I can because he's a pitcher. So, there's a lot of mental game in pitching. So I try to talk to him and instill everything I can in him. So I went up and pitched with them one day, and they're like, hey, just come on up. We got this guy. And, of course, I think Moko's blew a toenail. So I had to pitch like 3 games.
You mean he pulled a Deion Sanders?
Oh,
and
yeah. I think he had a toenail blowout. So
what the shit?
Yeah, all bad, man.
It's probably that manicure or something that went wrong.
Exactly. So I think we beat like
or pedicure, I should say. Yeah.
Newton, the Locos. I mean, and we just kept going. I can't remember the last game I pitched. We lost, thank God, so I could get off the field. I mean, I went up to pitch 3 or 4 innings and pitched 3 games.
Right.
Okay.
So that was all bad.
That was your last time?
That was the last time. City Park. That was 2019.
Okay. All right.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you had a pretty good run.
Oh, I had a great run, man. Great
starting
run.
that young.
Yeah.
And playing all through
I
everything.
played everywhere. It was big fun for sure.
Right.
Everything. I mean, you meet friends that are all over the country.
Yeah.
I still talk to a lot of them, stuff like that. So, that I met. What the hell's his name? Scott Andrews, and he was the pitcher on the 16-18 team that beat us out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in the Nationals in '85 at Santa Fe Ballpark.
Wow.
We lost the night before, and I used to run into him at big tournaments all over the place, and he still was pitching, and they ended up winning the whole thing. They won 2 more games after that, and we should have beat them that night.
Yeah.
It was a bad deal. Had a kid on our team that we're winning the game 2-1 in the 7th inning, ground ball to shortstop, and he'd been chirping all game.
Uh-huh.
He picks it up and kisses it.
No.
Threw it out on the 55th Street.
Oh,
so
man.
that guy come around, scored, and they tied it up, and we went extra innings, and then they manufactured a run.
Wait a minute. He didn't literally kiss it.
Oh, yeah.
To be a jerk.
Oh, yeah.
And then he
threw that some bit damn near to Steiniger.
over the fence.
Oh, yeah. All bad.
Oh man. Okay.
It didn't go well.
I've never seen that.
No.
Wow.
I only seen it once.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've seen it twice, actually.
What was the other time?
That's funny.
God, we were in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Greg Lee did it, but he threw the ball to first base and we got an out.
Okay.
After he kissed the ball.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I've never seen that done.
Yeah. Yeah.
You probably get pegged.
Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah, when
terrible.
you get up to bat next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the, and I would say some of my best fast pitch memories are going onto the field and they look at this little 5'5" dude and they're like, we're going to beat the shit out of this team.
Yep.
Yeah.
And our whole team, there's nobody who was ever very tall on our team. Lance Bobke's the biggest guy on our team.
Corey Collins. Corey,
we had Corey for a few years. Yeah. Koski was pretty big.
Koski,
Bob Paulus was kind of tall. But other than that, the majority of our guys were all little dudes.
Right.
And they look at us and they're like, we're going to run through these guys.
Same thing with
No, you're not.
Same thing with us. Play for the Bravos.
Yeah.
They thought, these guys, all these short dudes. I don't think anybody was tall.
No.
Yeah.
Bob
Paulus,
played for us.
yeah, played for you guys
was the
too.
tallest dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
lost him, and then our average
went way down.
5'7". Yeah, yeah, but that's what they would do. And same thing with the Indios.
Yeah.
They would think,
They just
Kansas
overlook you
City.
guys.
These guys don't look like actual athletes, like college and then next thing you know, it's all fundamentals.
Yeah.
And you got Hyman batting whatever he bats, first.
He was batting first, yeah.
He's on base.
Yeah, he hits the ball
so-
off the fence on you, and then you're like, well, maybe they can hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Because then we still had Albert coming in the lineup, and then we
right.
had Victor in the lineup, and
Yeah.
we had a pretty solid lineup.
That was a good lineup early.
Thanks. So yeah, before we end, we got to talk about how was your 4th of July?
4th of July was fantastic.
Yeah.
Man. Fantastic. We did really. I don't know if you guys have seen some of my insane commercials.
Oh yeah,
So people don't know you run a fire stand, fireworks stand.
Big Daddy's Fireworks.
In
Big
Big
Daddy's.
Has it been at the same place the whole time? Or are we moving and
No,
shaking, trying to
we-
avoid the government? What are we doing?
Yeah, it's a little bit like that.
Okay.
We moved every now and again. We've been at it 35 years, though.
Has it been
total.
35?
I've been doing
35
it
years.
35 years.
Wow,
yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's been.
And it's grown
oh,
every
yeah.
year, right?
Yeah, we get-
What was it that got you into that business?
Man,
selling fireworks.
Profit margin has to be profit margin.
it turned out to be profit margin later, but early on, as like a junkie, I was just supporting my habit.
Which that's your
Because I love to shoot fireworks off.
Okay,
All right, there's the habit.
what's that?
Which one?
Everybody's
What's
waiting
that?
on the habit.
Which one?
What's that? What's that word called? A pyro something?
Pyromaniac.
Pyromaniac. Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I started 35 years ago. I did it for a couple years, and then I took 2 years off, and that was the time I went to San Antonio with the Amigos.
Okay.
Was the 1 year I didn't have
right, 'cause they
it
did
because
a
the
turn.
glowworm was over 4th of July also.
Right.
Used to be.
Right.
Before Newton.
Yeah.
So you either pick to go to Glowworm or come up to Newton. Well, then
Right,
I
that's
think
right,
they've
yeah.
changed it around now, but so yeah, I did it 2 years, took it off, went there with them 1 year. Then the following year, just kind of sat around and shot fireworks off and spent $900 in about 35 minutes. And I'm like, bullshit, I'm going back to, and that was from a buddy of mine that was
Yeah.
giving me the deal. I'm like, I'm going back to selling them. I've been selling them ever since.
Yeah. So you say you change different locations every year where you're selling them?
Well, not by choice.
Okay.
Like,
Because this past year you're right off of by the 403 Club.
Yeah,
right?
yep. We were 614 Rentals by the
614
403 Club. Shout out to Artie. Thanks for everything you did for me.
That's cool. Yeah.
So you rent out the lot, the
Yeah,
space, right,
yeah,
for
yeah,
that
you
period
rent
of
the lot.
time. Okay, and then you set up shop, put the tent up or tents, and then you bring in the product, set it up, get the register ready,
Yep.
make sure there's parking,
Yep.
and then you open the door.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and there's a lot more to that because
Sure.
Kansas City, Kansas has been trying to outlaw fireworks for 20 years.
Right.
Every year they make it harder and harder for somebody to have a stand, and
I see.
they really,
Right.
you know, I mean, we already paid $1,300 for a license for 3 days. Or 6 days, 6 days.
Wow.
$1,300.
Wow.
I run a concrete construction company also that does pretty well, and our license is $170 for the whole year.
Yeah.
And for them, $1,300 for 6 days.
Yeah.
There's a racket somewhere.
Yeah.
Man. All day long.
So the fireworks pretty good. Hold on, I got one more gift to her.
Like, what is it? It's an M80?
It's an M8.
Have
No,
a stick of
I
dynamite?
don't sell those no more.
Okay, right.
They're against the law. I was acquitted. If it does not fit, you must acquit. So
I was saying, so we got enough T-shirts for a softball.
Now we
softball team.
now we got some more T-shirts. So it's a Big Daddy's T-shirt.
Let's check this out.
Show that there. We got one for AO there. I don't know. Here, these are all you. Figure them out.
He's pretty subtle with promoting himself.
Oh no. Yeah, I just.
If we get Big Daddy's,
So what? You have a business or two?
Big Daddy's
maybe so.
Fireworks
So
to
Big
sponsor
Daddy's
us as well.
Yeah, Big Daddy's Fireworks. So next year when we get around there, if we came down here and did a podcast on site, and that'd be pretty awesome.
We could probably do something like that.
figure
That would
that
be
out
cool.
there.
Yeah,
You got lots of fireworks, right?
Yes, tons of fireworks.
You got anything good as the Komodo 3000?
yeah.
The Komodo 3000. I've seen that. That's awesome.
And I remember seeing that before, and then when you posted it, that's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
That Komodo 3000.
Yeah.
We'd have to show you that video.
Yeah,
of the
you gotta
Komodo
see it.
3000.
Hey, you probably wouldn't affect him though. His eyes aren't open very wide.
Okay, we're just gonna
Okay,
we're gonna
then,
edit that. We're getting canceled. The show's not gonna make it.
I'm just saying, Amos.
Yeah, we know.
What's your best? What was your best selling firework that you sold?
Oh man,
The Godfather. I mean,
yeah, I
that son
sold
of a bitch was taller than you.
Yeah, I promoted The Godfather pretty good. We sold 150 of them this year.
Did you really?
That's insane.
Can
man.
I ask how much each one of those?
Insane.
What was the Godfather cost?
So we sold them for $499.99.
So the outfit that you had this year, it was like a onesie,
Yeah, pretty solid. Pretty solid.
like a wrestling onesie, a little baggy if I remember correctly. But it was of a flag.
Right.
Is this the first year
Looked
you
like you
wore
just
that? Because then you also wore like the
hat with it. Yeah.
Apollo Creed. Yeah. So
Living in America.
was this the first year you wore that onesie or that outfit?
That's probably the first and last.
Because it is. Hopefully, we'll put something like that on the screen.
I know. I didn't know if
Funniest thing.
I sent him the video of it today.
Yeah. I was like, damn, it looked like a singlet. Like if you were a wrestler in high school and with the American flag on.
He looked like he came out of Dukes of Hazzard, like one of the characters
Like
that came
Daisy
in.
Duke.
No, not Daisy.
Hey, what was bad? I went to zip it up and zipped up my chest hair.
Oh man.
It was all bad.
Well, at least you
Yeah.
got chest hair.
Did you sell everything?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that
Where'd you come up with the idea to wear that? Sorry, Cole. Sorry to interrupt.
Why are you still on that?
Because I've never, first of all, I've gone to tournaments and been out of town with this guy, and he's never wore anything like that. He will do anything to promote.
And that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do.
He's an Olympic wrestler in rehab. That's in the peanut gallery right now. So
Right.
where did you get that idea? Who was it? A bet?
So no, I think I might have seen it online or something and just bought it, and I got I'm like I gotta wear that
do
for
that.
some commercials.
Yeah,
you know,
that's cool.
'cause I do commercials every year to try and drive interest to the stand, and I got about I don't know probably 4,300 Facebook followers
Easily,
you
yes.
know. And then we started a Big Daddy's page,
Right.
And I think it's got 3,000 on it already, people that are that. And so, my personal page is 4,000, and then that page has another.
I can only imagine
and
how
they're
many
probably all the
views.
same people. Oh, yeah,
Sure.
it's crazy.
Yeah. It was phenomenal. It was beautiful. It was excellent work. Yeah.
Yeah, at the NSPN, we can shoot commercials as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that for you.
That's
you
what
know?
I said. I mean, I definitely,
We can do that,
and
yeah.
I'm very serious on the, helping to sponsor your podcast and get it going with Quinn Concrete Construction.
Man, that's awesome. Joe.
913-279-1448.
But yeah, please plug
We're not
it
shameless at
all
all.
you want, man.
He's not.
No, because actually, and you know what? And I need a driveway too. So maybe we could talk about it. Putting me a driveway,
fireworks.
and we could put your logo in the middle of the driveway. Shit, I don't care. Just we could do that.
His daughter does printing. She still do printing.
Oh, yeah. My daughter
there we
Sasha
go.
printed the shirt.
Yeah.
So, we just
Yes.
work our way around.
And one of my questions right here. I have any Jaeger bombs this year? Shit, we started the show with the Jaeger
Started the
bomb.
show with one.
Yeah, which was pretty cool.
We normally go through about 13 half gallons of them down there in 6 days. So, except last year, my middle daughter was pregnant, and we only went through 8.
Okay.
So we had a bad year last year.
Oh, yeah.
So this year we were back up to 12.
It was a bad year because she was carrying
yearly
the baby.
tradition
It's
at the stand. Is that what it is?
It's called a rally monkey.
Okay.
And so we got a little stuffed monkey and you spin it around.
Right.
And then that's like somebody get over there and start making Jaeger bombs.
I see.
That's
Speaking of
cool.
which, hey, make us some Jaeger bombs while you're not doing nothing.
Oh man. Yeah. So if there's any fireworks that you don't sell, what do you do with those?
Man, we shoot them all off. At
Oh,
the
you
end of
just
the
shoot-
night, we just blast the shit out of everything.
You mean there isn't any time that somebody comes to you in December and says, "Hey, we're getting ready to have a New Year's Eve party. You have any fireworks that you want to sell?"
None.
You fucking just get rid of all of them.
Yep, none. And then, like, if you come in there about 9 o'clock at night, and I will say that,
Excuse me, sorry.
you come in about later in the night and stuff, and we're always generous. It's for the kids anyhow.
Yeah.
I mean, I love doing it. We shoot it all off. I get to spend 6 days with all my kids. Coming up there, working, doing everything else, having a good time. We drink a lot of beer. We drink a lot of Jaeger bombs.
Hell yeah.
We had a snow cone machine up there this year, and we had 2 little kids running it. My cousin Cody, and then my buddy Danny Grimm, his little daughter was running it. And those 2, we bought all the ice and the syrup and everything just to give away to people. Those 2 little kids made like $160 a piece in tips.
Way. Nice.
Over like 3 days. So I mean, they're learning. Yeah,
All day long.
they're learning business and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, we're not just up there getting drunk and blowing shit up.
and some of the best prices too. I'll be honest with you. I've been up there. I didn't get to go this year.
Yeah.
But for the last, I don't know how many years in a
Yeah.
row, there's good prices. But also, if you know Joey,
Oh, yeah.
he'll take care.
I could give you a really quick story about my son Chris here. This is Chris Noich. So we were playing in the Indians. We were playing in a tournament we were in the Angels tournament, and it was there at Penn Valley Memorial Day weekend. That's when they used to play the tournament.
Yep.
So we were in the championship game, and I think we just won the game, and it just fortunate that the fireworks there
right
at
over
Penn
at
Valley
Union Station.
just
Yeah.
started. You remember that? So the fireworks are going off right at the end of a game, and it almost felt like it was for us. Hey, thank you, Javi.
Thanks, Javi.
And yeah, were you playing with us, Mo? Oh, okay. So I remember my son Chris was young, very young. He was small, and I had my hands on his shoulders, and we're both looking up at the fireworks. And just Chris out of nowhere looks up at me and says, "Dad, fire does work." I was like,
Never remember that.
and which is crazy that you don't remember that, but I was like, yeah, it does work, son. Look at what it's doing. Yeah, that was just such a cool moment, and I'll always remember that with Chris.
Good deal.
Glad
Yeah.
I don't. I would never say something that cheesy.
Yeah, come on, Chris, no age.
Come on. That was so cool, and that's just one of those memories that I always have with you, Chris. It was just a cool moment. I'm glad I'm able to share it with Mr. Firework here.
Yeah.
The firecracker.
It's been a good run for sure. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
we've
good.
had-
That's awesome, man. That you're
You
still
have some
doing
ups
it
and
too.
downs, and this year, luckily, we didn't have no rain during the time.
Right.
But at 11 o'clock on the 4th of July, it rained like crazy. So if anything was smoldering or on fire,
Yeah.
it would have put it out. So that was good. And we always try to be safe when we're shooting them off, but I mean, we just have a blast.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
That's cool. Before we end, real quick, Joe, please let's real quick the concrete business. How's that going?
It's going well. I went out. I worked commercial my whole life, off and on, aside from some other endeavors here and there. And then in 2008, I went out on my own in mostly residential flat work. Driveways, sidewalks, patios, a lot of colored and stamped stuff. Put designs in the concrete.
Oh, that's cool. So
I did a lot
that's
of,
a thing.
I did
So
the
that's
stuff
why.
out front here.
Oh, okay. So that's
So-
the thing. I didn't even know that. That's
Yeah.
why I said, yeah, you could put
They pay you?
a driveway and then put your logo in the middle.
What's that?
Have they paid you yet?
I'm still waiting.
All right.
Well, you,
talk
got
to him after this.
you got these Jaeger bombs going, so maybe that's going on that.
Matter of fact, here, let's drink this.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me
appreciate you
on.
coming in.
Ayo, I always love you,
You're the
man.
best, man. You racist son of a gun. You're the best. You're the
That's just
best.
what I do.
I know.
Yeah. Much love, Joe. Yeah. If you want, please plug your concrete company and fireworks, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Quinn Concrete, 913-279-1448. Everybody knows me. Just give me a holler if you got anything you need looked at. Free estimates. Come out, take care of it. But on the serious side, next year before the 4th of July.
Yes.
I know you go to Newton for the 4th of July for the tournament, but
Yeah.
get there, a day before or something, and
We can
get
do
something
something.
shot down there on site. It'll be fun.
Man, that would be
Well,
really
good
cool.
time.
Yeah, and then like the videos that you shoot, pretty fun. Pretty look like a fun atmosphere.
Oh yeah,
to be
yeah,
there, you
good
know?
time. And we're right next to the 403. Man, they got like 11 pinball machines in there. Artie owns it. Artie Scholes owns it. He's a great guy, man. They have lots of stuff going on in there.
Okay, well, shout out to them as well. Yeah. Definitely.
And, met Johnny Dare over there.
Oh, really?
Got a pretty good connection with him.
Nice.
So it's
Okay.
hopefully next year we're going to be
Shameless name drop right
Very,
there.
very
Okay.
shameless name drop. Hopefully
Shit.
next year, gonna
Drop
be,
them if you want.
Next year, be doing a little more with him on the air, and hopefully make it bigger and better.
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Just to. What do I want to say? Just to give more away too.
Yeah.
I give,
Well,
I give a lot of-
he gives a lot
I
and
give
does
a lot
a
of
lot
stuff away.
Yeah, that's good.
It's not just about the profit.
Right,
you
right,
know.
right.
Don't get me wrong. We're there to make a profit.
No, yeah,
but
I
we
get
give a lot of stuff away too.
That's cool.
I take
Yeah.
care. I take care of a lot of people.
That's cool. I
That's what I
appreciate
do
it.
it for.
Yeah, well, it's much appreciated, I'm sure. Well, Mr. Quinn, thank you for joining us, man. This was fun.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
this was a blast.
I'm glad you were able to join us. And again, thank you so much for being here. Ao, thank you for being a co-host.
This is a great experience. This is wonderful. It's my first, and because of Joe, it'll be my last guest.
Come on,
appearance
Ao. I
here.
took
No,
it pretty easy
No,
tonight.
they might fire me here. So no. This is great. No, I appreciate it, Joe.
Well, it's good
this is
times,
great.
man.
Good
Thank
dude.
you very
Good.
much.
Thanks. Got it.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you it was going to be a hoot. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to the Big Modcast. Until then, adios.
Thank you.